kulkea tuosta päälle ja tosiaan kerro sun nimi sinne
Joo,
kameroille.
Tuossa tulee niin paljon säätöjä tuolla sitten, eikä tiedä mistä tää.
Eli kerro vaan niin.
Joo, eli kun se card recording sen päälle, varmaan tää.
Joo, mä oon käyttänyt tässä.
Mä katson vaan, että se faili ilmestyy tuonne. Näin, sitten vielä vähän ylöspäin mikrofoni toimii sitten. Joo. Siis toi
Joo.
Jees. Sitten oma nimi ja sitten painat tuossa Super Fine Pro ja sitten.
Okei, sanon toskin.
Ja sitten kun sä oot valmis, sulla on se tallennus päällä. Tallennus tosta.
Onko tämä säätö tässä? Elikkä aloita tallennus ja sitten sano oma nimi ja sitten
Super Fine Pro. Jos sulla on tallennus päällä, se on nimi sanottu, että siitä tuplaklikkaa, että lähtee ja sama homma siitä. Sulla on tallennus päällä, se on Fine Yes niin kuin menossa.
Joona Hänninen.
Okay, this is probably just a test stage, but I really think there should be a bit more information in here or some kind of window that gets you started right out.
Don't really understand how this affects. What does this mean? Click off in. Okay, select your cards. Okay. When I hover the mouse here, there could see like a little pop-up that explains what is this star, what is this lightning icon. Drag and drop feature would be nice here. Okay, apparently it didn't even have anything to do with that.
Happenings on the cards are a little bit maybe too long. Takes a while to read and understand what they mean.
Start of the match. Okay.
And the options are kind of weird. Like average team ADRs.
Näin. Okay, so once again,
Setting up all the cards takes a lot of time. Reading through all of the information is kind of slow. The options should maybe be a little bit
Selecting the card would be nice.
less
That
complicated.
Yeah, because
puts
I
it
think
there
it's,
immediately without
all cards,
click this
different
button.
event cards are
It's still a work in progress.
but player cards just need order development. That's what's
So that was the card, I guess. Okay.
And the player card should have the names straight away,
Okay, so I'd say
not only the pictures.
Scar. Well, return to Alright. Okay, the
So
screen
which-
meter. I think is that it? Yeah.
How do you know which side
Right,
the
right.
team is going to start on? Is it CT or
It's
whatever?
Fun but like
Too many instructions on one screen here.
pretty distracting. I'd say there is no need for this, or you should be able to put it on or off if you want to.
Okay. I get arena bus for something. I have no idea what arena bus means.
Okay, so I don't know if this is software fault, but I think it's in the live stream. The teams are
A lot is happening, but I have no idea
well, basically on the
what it is.
So it shows that live on the displaying team. Actually, it says
Another smoke in towards connector is just going to delay things and isolate NBK inside the site. That is the pistol round for Ents.
Yeah, we really need to find a way to talk to the team and say, listen, you can give us like 10 seconds
to
to
get some
just
points.
say hi to everybody. Can't just be rushing the bomb side like that.
Yeah, that's a bit cruel, isn't it? I think it's a bit rude of them, personally. Very selfish.
It is a little bit
Okay.
tough, but if you are going to rush the bomb side, you should do like this, like Ents did, because that
When
worked
the
out really
cards
well. So
appear
I guess we
here, I think they disappeared a bit too fast because
It's not bad at all. How are you doing, Moses?
because I don't even have time to read those.
Everything been? It's been a
Okay,
good day?
so is it
I think it's
so
like buttons.
I can choose
130.
Again, here,
change these?
even though it was
Okay.
explained at the beginning, it would be nice to have a
Yeah.
tooltip explaining this, what does this button
Okay,
actually
it's
do.
way too little time
At the
to
moment,
pick
it feels like
all
I'm
the
just
cards.
like
And right
kicking,
now, that's really what's important here.
clicking like these buttons randomly. Okay.
Second round
Actually,
gonna
does
be
this do
deciding
something?
back
This
10
one
to
did I-
8Ks.
Okay, I guess this is the cheer meter.
What would
Seems
to
a lot of
be
the Max Century Cameron playing with it all the time now.
So now,
Vincent's there picking it up and
okay.
going to be rushing right down,
it's
ready in case anyone wanted to follow him. It seems like nobody is for now. Got some CCs and some Deagles on the right side too. So can't really look much.
So can I just use these same cards? Just start automatically at the. Okay, so it stops here. I don't know. How could I have the time if this was actual time before the next one starts? You have to do these changes really fast. I don't know. How could I manage to like do meaningful changes in that time?
Yeah, I guess the fake audience in the bottom is to create more atmosphere or simulate an actual live stream, but it's really annoying and distracting. So more screen space for the live stream. I would say.
Now I can't take this. Okay, I guess it then had something to do with this. Perfectly.
Yeah, this is where it gets really difficult for these CZs and the Deagles and the CZs, I should say. We are in Europe. So
Give it up on that.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, it is.
MBK waiting. They'd love to find something. There's Alex. One of MBK can win this fight. All of a sudden there'd be a chance, but Alex is stuck inside the bomb site. They're both forced to do an attack, an awkward fight. Second round for him. Yeah, it was a little close. He got HP.
They could have done a lot. If they had got that really quick return kill on time to go outside, he would have got the free kill, and I don't know, a lot could have changed. But it's still going to be 2-1 in favor of the T side. We'll see. A lot of the HEs.
To be honest, in the starting
How are you doing, sir?
point of this match, or in the
Pretty well.
first phase of choosing the cards, I thought Ens would start from CT side, according to like different, according to the colors. some
Okay,
reason.
so the system for changing
Would
the
be
cards
somehow
is
good
way
for
too
somehow
slow
to
to make any
indicate on
changes
which
during
side team is starting off.
in between rounds.
Like I don't want to choose a card where
If
the player gets kills with a clock if the
So
if the team starts in.
I understand this.
CT side.
Not sure if there's so is the
Let's go.
idea so that I can change these during match at any time I want, or
I don't know.
that this
I feel like I don't even want to change this card. Like,
so is there going to be a
okay,
timer
well, let's see.
for basically choosing these cards, or can I change them?
Do
at
these
time?
cards stay the same all the time, or do I get different cards?
I'm kind of confused of the
Still the pistols give
bet
kills.
cards that I have set before the game, but I think I can
More
change them.
variety to the cards, like I would think that
But I have no idea how that
cards
changes the
like
points I get
related
from
to
them.
smoking and flashing enemies. So that would make more sense. But okay, share points based on rarity. Okay, so the
Yeah, just
order
had
of
a
the
good
card
time. I
defines
was
the
at the
rarity.
gym.
So,
Okay, let's check
Looking
out
out
that.
for watching the papers there as well.
Seven.
It's all good.
Like why would I want to choose this card or this card when they are playing Everests? That's a bit weird. Okay, let's just go with the same cards again.
I have no idea what the cheering is doing and why they are coming up randomly.
So that is
We've all been there. Well, they know he's dinked at least, so try to see if they can find him, maybe secure the kill. Ooh, long range there with the CC, the
What happened
tapping
there?
a little bit tricky. Alex,
Number just went to
Alex
zero.
going down. Actually, Apex following it up rather nicely, but it's going to get caught out in the open. That was actually a Mac 10 long range.
Did I even have a card for Raul?
You know, and
He kills two people because that card appeared here. But I thought that the cards that I have or I use only appear with. I don't know. So now I have that. I guess when I push this, then yeah, okay. So what is this?
Okay, now I earned some arena buzz from cards,
So
and
either what's
some of these cards I don't think is even cards that I've chosen. So I didn't really understand how the point system goes.
Still on with Keystokings.
I got points from Allu getting a double
That's
kill,
the weapons.
but on the hero cards I have Allu
Want to use these
put up as a
during these rounds.
headshot performer.
Let's just go with this.
So I don't understand why I got points for his double kill. It's kind of confusing.
There's no way that I could have enough time meaningfully.
Okay, all of your player cards are always in play
So
anyway.
it would be
Cards
even more
cannot play.
important to have a faster UI.
Okay. Yeah, so I only get double points if I have the right card picked, okay? Kind of makes
No idea
sense,
what this button does, but I will click it anyway.
and it kind of don't, because I
Okay,
still
the round ended.
get points from like everything that happens.
Okay, I didn't do any.
So right now,
done.
what I think is
So I will. Okay, I can
sort of
change
long
this.
is
Still.
that
Okay. Mm,
this is not
now I don't quite see what these cards are related to.
really
Okay, now that soon. Now the time ended also, so I would have to already choose the cards. Like if I take this, I would prefer that the available cards would maybe pop up here somehow, and you could just drag and drop the new card here.
simple as it gets, because
This is
although
bit
I'm a
clunky.
fan of simplicity of design.
Okay. I'll just go with these cards again.
I really do think that
Just accept it.
this
Cyber's picked up an AWP and well, everybody knows what that could be like. Flashbang for the setup there. Up here. Oh, he
So-
flashed actually up on the rafters.
yeah,
The hut as well. There's got a little bit of backup.
I must this
Getting the
card
early kill
thing.
there. Cyber with the
Okay, I understand with these, I can use these.
if it's not basically simulated
I don't know.
upstream.
I don't know what are these indications on these. Like someone else is clicking them at
And
the moment, or
also is
what is it?
I see
Okay, let's watch the game for a while.
So it's like
Okay, I didn't get any points from that round.
or else the crowd or stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think Ens got any kills. So that makes sense. Kind of missed part of the instructions when I think they came up all at once on one screen. So that was too much information at
Possible,
one
I
time.
think would be great to implement like a scoreboard button here somewhere if the stream itself doesn't support it.
I see I can use the green flames from the right corner, but I have no idea
Maybe
what they
yeah, so I
do
was saying maybe
or
scoreboard button would be nice here.
if they help me
Maybe
Also, it's
some way.
get the stats from HLTV or
so
something.
right next to the team name.
Is it something that I always like
That
want to
also
see when I watch
or something like that.
esports? Great to have an option to open the scoreboard whenever you want. So that would be like definitely an upgrade. Like I could play this even though I wouldn't be really playing this just because of the scoreboard. But yeah, I guess that's really the main reason of this. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay, so now my guy was doing the wave, and I have no idea if that if it impacts the game some way or the points I get, something like
It
that.
seems that I've dropped even close. Okay, let's try to do this before the timer. I want to segregate this. Okay. Yeah, just testing out how much the time actually is. Like, you have to be really fast. Would be actually good if it would be possible to already choose the cards for the next round during watching this. Like you would have much more time to think about your choices. And, yeah, actually the scoreboard would be actually nice for like related to this game also
I'm
because
pretty confused
you
about
see
the
easily from the
cards.
scoreboard that how is a certain player doing.
Because
If
some
he
of
is
the
like
cards
on
are
fire
like for the whole
or not.
game.
So
I can still
that would be nice.
change them up, and then some
Maybe
of the
there is
cards
already a
are
button,
just
but
like
I don't know
for
if
one round,
there isn't.
and I probably should be changing up the cards at least that are for one round.
Again, you could have the same card
But
there.
if you're supposed to do that in the time between the rounds,
Or is this showing cards
it's
that are
way
even
too slow
use? Like at
problematic.
times it seems that
confusing.
showing that I don't have something that I don't have.
5,
Okay, 16 seconds.
It's like 2 players are dead and one is half HP. Or is it so?
Okay, let's do that.
3 ghosts are killed. I think this should rather be about
So now I chose the consistent killer, and it only has the picture on it.
around.
I know who it is, but it should have the name also if the card means that
Not
this
really a
player
fan of
has
this,
at least one kill in the last
virtual
3 rounds.
crowd here.
Or does it mean that
The game itself
just
should
someone
be
has at
like
least one kill in the last
a
3
bigger
rounds?
picture here.
And
More
why am
clear,
I
if
picking
there's
this
some
card now?
blue shade
when
or
there is
blue
more
filter
than
going on,
3
maybe
rounds?
from that 3D
Until then,
environment.
I think this
So Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
something
if you're
I
supposed to be
definitely don't
changing
like
the
for
cards,
these
this
buttons
card
would be
should
like smaller
only come up at the end,
sides, and
because
I
now
don't know,
it's pretty useless at
this
this point
doesn't,
of the
at
game.
least at the moment, really
Yeah, okay. This is something
serve
I
any
can-
purpose.
because I can
Feels a bit
watch.
weird. Why the hell are
Okay,
they
now these are all
wearing Astralis shirts? I don't know.
Yeah, for example, if there's consistency.
all cards that are,
Okay.
yeah, the points come at the end of the map, I think.
Last room, and then there are the headshots.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
But
so
I can still change them, so I probably should wait until pretty close to the end of the map when I have all the statistics to make a choice which card will be the best at the end. Kind of confusing.
So I think he just obviously had the angle before he got blinded.
Didn't care apparently.
All
Okay.
you can really do in that
Didn't
situation
get
is hold the
anything.
trigger and pray to whichever god you believe.
Meditated his way out of that flashback.
Think
Really
like
cool.
this is fairly certain.
AKs and
Seems
AWP now on
seems the
Alpha.
most
We were really quite pleased to see
most
Alpha
efficient
on
card.
Inferno. He was just gonna be so crisp and smooth, and well, they're gonna need that
Definitely
against
should
someone
be
like Psycho, so
like more
may not
less
work out
valuable
this
than
time.
these other
It's
cards
what this man can do anyway,
because
so let's assume that
the
it's
chances of
he
this
wants
happening is a lot
can't
bigger
keep
than,
that.
for example, the chances of this
Nice
happening.
boost. That is so clever.
Still,
Alpha
here's
not even a little
only
bit scared of Psycho.
pistols.
I love that.
Okay, maybe that's work in progress, but at least at this testing phase, it's a bit annoying. Like I would want to choose ADP for out.
Okay, now
Okay, so
the game's just throwing out the crowd features, and I have no idea why or what they are doing.
Anywhere you go, you're coming out of a smoke and you're at a disadvantage. There's 50 seconds on the clock, and Ents is just willing to let him sit there and take care of the rest of his
And I have no idea where the points in the upper corner on the right side is coming from.
Perfectly at the corner. They knew that he had escaped down the vents already. Triple kill for Allo and a double for Legacy B, and a 5th round on the board for Ents. The beginning of this match has really gone much different than I was expecting. Right, Angie definitely after a rocky start, although they can buy in this round against that is something.
Yeah, that is one thing.
I got a little bit of arena buzz from 2 cards.
There.
Sure.
Where do I have that? I don't have that anywhere. Was it the first kill? Or was it the kill in general?
Yeah, there will be a lot more choices here. Okay, so we
The name of the player would be great here.
Okay, so
Like, why is the name here? But not here, not here. There is the name again. Not here, not here.
Setting the bet cards is is a bit confusing because some of them are like end of the half bets and some of them are like per round bets and they don't have any information on them which one is which. Like I have to click through them all if I just want to choose one to find it. Yeah, this one's like for the whole match, so I don't need to touch this one because I've set it up like before, and I don't know if I get the same amount of points if I've had it set for the
As
whole
far as I understand, this is something that would
whole
be achieved
game,
many times.
or if I just change it like before the
So
last round when it's really much
definitely
easier to
more
predict
valuable
which one is
for
correct.
the others. If the
So I have no idea how the points will go.
This happening is pretty low. Like I think all of these cards should
Because
have something
after
to do
6 rounds I can still change them, it's not locked. I think
this card should be removed here.
That should probably
They should be locked like from the beginning of the match.
Team wins by making okay. Yeah, not that optimistic.
And that would make it easier to just have to pick the cards for which are like for each round.
We should make it rural. Again, I'm about way over time. This one. You really want a card that has like flash enemy play or something.
So you can actually also
Choose X7 for it.
It's just
No, no, still continue with these cards.
Okay, and on the statistic cards, I can only pick Allu for the frag leader. And this one is also a card that I can change, which is kind of weird because I think this one should also lock at the beginning of the game. Because if I can change the frag leader at the end of the game, then it's gonna be pretty easy to pick if someone is way ahead. Or if I can pick someone to be the first one to die 10 times after he's been dead 9 times. That's kind of
To be
weird
honest,
that you can change
I
that.
think these are a bit needless overall. Like clicking these doesn't seem to serve that much of a purpose. Like,
This wild card,
I actually prefer it.
I don't
would be
even
just
remember
a
what I picked
prediction
here.
cards. And yeah, not really a fan of this whole cheering thing. And they don't even seem that meaningful, in my opinion.
We've seen this has been like a tale of two vitalities in this event so far, because their previous games leading up to this were phenomenal, and obviously this one's not done. They have plenty of time to recover, especially in a best of 3, but you'd hope you're not getting the vitality from the challenger stage. It's a bit shaky, a bit rocky. This is not the time for that.
No, I mean the dream surely is that that was the wake-up call to make sure that that doesn't come back at all. I think that's how you had to hope for that, being a vitality fan.
And again, my cheer points went down to 0 as the crowd just started to cheer without me doing anything. So I don't know if that's good or bad.
you kind of enjoy this score sprint. It's clear, it's actually good.
Regarding the user interface, okay, I will tell you more about that when I handle this. Okay, 18 seconds. Still no different cards here, so I don't really see why would I, if these are like the same value at the moment, I don't really want to choose anything else. Okay. Yeah, okay, so regarding the user interface, I would actually prefer for this match stream be just full screen, and the like successful cards will appear on top of that, and just get rid of this crowd thing completely. Also maybe this button also. I don't know. Well, maybe you could have like this, but I don't know.
Okay, and once again I got no points. Mostly I think because Ents lost the round. Okay, kind of makes sense. Yeah, okay, so I have 4 cheer points. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with the 4 cheer points. I'm gonna try it.
Something that they
not used them for a while.
Does this somehow affect my
So,
performance? Like, this is just just sheer meter with no real purpose. I don't know.
Okay, so now I got some points from Sergey first kill.
Would be really nice to, like, especially like during this time when Apex is saving. Like, I would have much time to maybe choose new cards. So yeah.
And you have to be happy for Alex that he made that work. Wins the one.
Okay, so now I got points from 4 cards.
Wanted performs ahead for saving. And I don't even have that. I don't even have that card.
I think some of them I had as booster cards, but I still only got 1 times the points.
It's here. It's not in my
So that's kind of weird.
So I don't really understand this. What?
Okay, no.
so one thing to suggest with me, how much
When Alex is out here, he's probably
this kind of
outside. I'm going to kill too. I'm going to flank. And he's people looking, his teammates are looking at the radar and seeing that blue dot
It's
outside,
sleepy.
but no kills
Okay.
coming. And then you're getting
So,
kill from terrorists coming from that same position.
I also
That's
think
what gets
that
frustrating, especially as a teammate.
not that enjoyable the cars are
It's the 1 versus 3.
to right, maybe.
Same flashbang being
That's
set up
an
here.
idea.
We've got Tech9s in
It's
play.
so much
If they're
more.
trying to rush in Apex on top of the fight, is going to get the one, and NBK
So the color
on the path side.
probably we change
Still
and the shoot will change. Despite the color being shown here.
Smoke to cover it, shooting out.
Okay, now I have 9 cheer points,
Hoping that's going to confuse some of these
so I'm gonna use them all
Okay, so that
on this hand thing.
Look his first one.
And it showed me that it was 0,
Only 20.
and now all of a sudden it's 3032.
okay. So
I have no idea
so, okay.
why
So it pops up.
or what that
But
does.
if the card I have chosen doesn't
I just used all of my points
right rounds,
and I don't see absolutely anything.
that was the rules.
I just want to go with the same cards again. Like, I don't really feel like I want to even change these cards because especially the headshot cards seem much more much better than the other cards. Like, I don't really know why I even have the was it 2 kills card for save game, because chance of performing a headshot during a round seems a bit more
Okay, got some points.
So we're gonna do this.
Probably.
Let's keep going.
Someone's having minus 1200 points. I don't know how that's possible. How to get minus points.
nothing happens.
I'm kind of sick of changing the cards because it's really like you have
Did
to
I really have that card? I don't think so.
go through pretty much all of them always if you want to change like one.
More points.
Double kill. Like, I don't have that.
And all of the cheering stuff kind of
Do I?
makes
No.
makes you lose focus
What if
on
I
the
just
actual game.
select this, all of this like once? Do I
So
do
now I'm
the bug,
like
or is
trying
it
to
always,
remember
like,
that
active
what kind of
for like
money ends had. Okay, I can see it on the screen on the left side because it's kind of paused. I think in real time I wouldn't have that opportunity to see if they are going on an eco or if they're buying, which should make me choose different things up here.
It bugs and I get all the cards all the time. I would love, for example, this double kill.
I would really like to have the
Compared
bet
to
cards divided some way, which of them are like whole half or whole game
Doesn't seem like they're equal.
bets, and which ones are
Not to
like
mention
bets
these other
made
cards.
on just a single round.
Dual Beretta skill. That should be like 1,000 points.
Okay, so one thing I would really enjoy. What's this?
Also, the player
So what
cards
I would really enjoy
Still
is
keep the
should have the
Yeah,
names on
actually,
them of the
so much
player,
overtime.
and then
players that's out more clear and what they
the
are.
points, I think,
So I can actually make
are pretty much if you get 10 from a headshot
my picks
or
as
10
for
from a
players
dual
much more
Beretta kill,
based on
well,
much more
obviously you're
information
gonna pick the headshot
from the scoreboard or such.
because there's no way that they should have the same value
what is
of
this
points.
slash here? Like it's not the
Well,
amount
Yeah,
of
okay,
viewers,
but I'm gonna try the bomb
but
plant
just mean when
on
it's
this one
maximized.
for X7. So now I think I'm hoping for X7 to plant the bomb. Still, it feels kind of if you all the cards are always in play and you only get like double points if this happens, it makes it kind of it feels pretty useless to pick
I think
because it's so
there
random
should be some kind of
and you get so little more points if you
block
hit the
some of
right
the
cards.
choices, so that you aren't able to
So it feels kind of too much work, too low reward to try and change the player cards too much.
your bet from edge winning to edge losing after the situation is something like 15-10 or 90%, for example. Seems quite unreasonable and very rewarding for people.
Like
Actually,
if you remove
being able to make luck predictions
all of these cheer elements and the crowd elements,
instead of rewarding those.
it would be easy to implement this game.
Okay,
to
now
also
someone else
mobile
is
phones.
going on big minus points.
Pretty often,
And the
I
guy
watch
who was just minus
matches
1,000
from my
points is
mobile
now
phone,
plus
then I'm not
2,000.
alone.
I don't know how that's possible
And
because
they,
I'm not.
If I would want to play
I'm
this,
just going like
it would be
0
nice to-
this round.
Again, I got this.
Oh, I'm gonna try the same
Haven't
ones
even chosen
for
it.
the next round.
Oh, you lose
Yeah,
points.
but as I said, it would be nice to have this for.
I have no idea why the cheer points are just like
Okay, let's just
going
I
to
will just
0
choose
and
every
then they go back
single
up
card here. Let's see if they
to
somehow
like 3,000, 5,000, 7,000,
no.
and I can add like 1 point. I have no idea about these cheer
These
points.
points would be really nice. Okay, space does. Okay, continue. Yeah, so I was saying that it would be nice to also get the scoreboard and the score at the moment. Like when I was the card choosing window, it would be nice to have these round numbers in the interface during that. Okay, so I got that one. Let's see how that get rewards. Your cards, team multiplier. What is that? Rare card pack. Okay, so you get more cards. Okay, that makes sense.
Seems like the only thing I'm getting points of are if someone's getting headshots.
This
So I'm gonna try to change my picks for the next round.
or basically the loss value of the card is based on how unlikely the situation is, or
Kind of a sneaky position for, was it Alu or LFCB waiting there with the puck for RPK to return back? Sergey, yeah, so just slowly walking into his crosshair, and just wasn't even ready for it. You could see mentally he was just
Like,
thinking about something
again,
Okay,
else.
so
at this
2
point would be
headshots,
really
I
nice
got
to
points off.
open the scoreboard somehow and check out the
I'm
ADR.
gonna
at the
try and
moment.
change.
So is it so that
Also, I think
players
some of these
prefer
cards
form, like certain
Okay.
should definitely be something that is only choosable in the
so basically
beginning of the games or before the first one. But of course, for testing
Going
purposes, this
through
might be
the
better. At the
players
moment.
is really slow also.
Okay. Round
Okay, so I mean at least the points are regarding
two, consistent killer, team
Oh.
arrow.
And kind of
Why
too
is
much
this?
work
What the
to
fuck?
be done.
But what I'm actually
Between,
doing
rounds.
right now is that
The score at halftime is,
kind of get
well, it was this. But if I choose it now,
it's simple. I think this
what happens?
more like in depth stuff.
Okay, so now it's 6-5. Now I'm gonna check
I'm
that.
just wondering what how this is
Ariel
gonna
has
be actually
8 kills.
chosen.
Aldo has
Both
8.
vitality and ins.
So now I'm gonna change my
Do I
bet
have
to
to
Ariel
ascend from
being
both
the
teams?
frag leader.
Maybe.
I think I can still change it like all the way to the end, which is really, I think, weird.
It's a pretty open game still. I think 6 rounds ends. Pretty good start with things looking decent. Wouldn't say it's at a point where either team can't
good.
still
That's
turn
just
this
great
around
for
and
leveling
get
up.
a big win. Ooh, body blocking the smoke. Alex, that's
Your partner for the rare call. Okay, get rewards.
The cheer points
love to see those things.
So I'm actually on
is
the
just,
floor.
think are unnecessary.
Okay, so I will be on looking at this with cards.
Because it's not like they're gonna play better
Okay.
if I cheer on my
I
computer.
think
It's,
that is pretty good. So
Oh, wow.
it's just like disturbing the watching of the game.
What? Did I just get
I don't like that at all. Someone's like cheering all the time. It's I would much rather hear the sound from the stadium. That's some kind of artificial cheering.
okay, well I'm discussing.
Yeah, it seems that I'm getting
Okay,
like all the cards at the moment
there should be
are racked up.
I got the points of grenades
so you can actually know which
from the
ones
first
are-
smoke that hit an opponent and made some damage. I don't even think that it made damage to that they made damage to 2 opponents with grenades, and I still got the points from that. So I don't know if that's some kind of bug or what it was. Okay, I'm gonna put my cheer points. So now I got 3 out of 8,000 on this one, and now it jumped up to almost 4,500. Still have no idea why. Now it went up to 6,500, and now it's back to 0.
These are a different way than the other side. Like, it should be the same. Like first, was it cheer or arena power or something?
That's
Should be
something
first, then
I don't understand at all.
people like this reversed. Okay, let's take this, whatever it does. Has some kind of a wave.
Okay, that was a good round. I got a lot of points.
So one thing I'm thinking right now is
Again, I would like to get more points from predicting the right guy to plant the bomb than just from like anyone having a headshot.
players can actually adjust
So that's kind of weird.
adjust all these the size of the size of the actual screen here,
Really like this game.
etc. etc. Maybe I could.
So to me it seems like the safe place just to put everyone,
Which are updating constantly. Or
every
maybe
card
here.
to have the
So,
headshot, because that's easily the
Yeah.
most common.
I guess it's because I don't have that many cards
Someone
yet.
to have a headshot
alright.
rather than have a P2000 kill.
Because I don't have that many cards, I don't really have a feeling that I should even
I'm gonna
change.
put
Actually,
all player
pretty
card
happy it is at the moment,
boosts
especially when
on
the player cards
player
seem to be
having
all
a
active at the
headshot.
same time for some
Let's see
reason.
how that goes.
This card, I don't know.
The rare stuff like having a kill with some
So
pistol
cards
should
like
have way more
player-
higher points.
player watch, like why don't I have this card with any other players?
Yes. I have years ago looked at all of the boxes on new. It is funny as well because the people don't realize that, and actually not this box I think, but
Yes,
the red container and blue container, they're nothing inside of them. They're
Storing
just empty. That is shot from side
yes,
room.
like contract with
So it's like you're shooting through two thin
plus minus
panes
one.
of metal or something.
What does that mean?
Alu with the headshot on Apex, gonna start
There's a headshot to Alu.
some holes in the defense. MBK feel like he wants to remain aggressive, so he always has the information on the field. It's RPK. First contact. Sergey crawling around the corner. Good shot from RPK. The follow-up headshot.
Just trying to
Next
click
seven
stuff.
puts his team in a 2-on-2, but now Vitality know what's coming and where the attack is.
Yes, they do. MBK tries
Crowd
to-
cheering is really getting more and more annoying,
The AK-47 gonna return a little bit of a fire through.
and it's really
Yeah, I cannot stress enough about the
making watching the
So
game
possibility to open a scoreboard here.
harder.
But I'm much
Pressing tab here, which is
game match.
Makes the game heavier, artificial
or if you
crowd noise all the time.
if people really want this 3D crowd here and this cheer buttons, at least there should be like a full screen button here or somewhere. Just
So I
video
do not
full screen
regarding this.
like this. This just distracts me shortly actually following the game.
That's coming, so I think I should pitches to adjust.
Unfortunately, at this stage in the half, the economy damage, getting those 4 kills doesn't really matter for Vitality whatsoever. It's still gonna
Okay, I got all 3 cards for Aerial.
Okay, so now it's the last round, so let's see. I'm gonna change.
Just use the same cards again.
Halftime leader. Team is winning at our halftime. Well, now I know Ens is going to be leading at halftime.
Yeah, so I think there should be a more of
I can't
access
select that
also
card
that I
anymore.
could, keep of the team and
No? Okay, so it seems like
what weapons the players have been using, with which weapon most of the damage has been done.
I'm actually really liking
it
this
seems
whole
like I
card
can't pick
prediction.
the halftime leader card
I
anymore.
guess that's the main idea of this game, of
And
course.
I had it picked,
But,
but now it
This
seems
cheer
like
stuff,
I
just
accidentally
feel like this just seems
took it out and can't pick it again.
needless to me.
So seems like I screwed up.
I could maybe see myself playing this game maybe with a group of friends.
It's weird.
That who will predict the best, possibly.
There should be some information that when
So you get the
when I
idea
can
what-
change certain cards,
Could it be
Understand
possible
that.
when not.
that this live stream could be replaced with a live stream of your choice? So, for example, you have in HLTV an option where you can choose from the different live streams based on the language, viewership, etc. etc. So can I choose basically which live stream I want to watch, or could there be a connection to the actual CSGO Go TV?
Now I'm kind of worried
Just like
when
the
I
majors
pick
have
them
done.
that I'm gonna take something out that I have already
This
picked
bar,
and
or
I
is
can't pick
this
it again.
bar
Yes.
related to
I could choose
the
that.
no?
I don't know.
They are the same number background the video.
Or I don't want to comment on
And
it.
some of them if I just
Which
delete
language?
what happens?
How much difference?
Yeah, that worked out remarkably well. Another good hot defense there. We should go to the end of the first half. We've got a quick break.
Oh,
Back to the
so
second half.
okay, now
Okay,
I
so now I
maybe
have-
understand what's the point here. When this gets to 8,000, then it like activates and affects this.
This with the team.
Okay, now I understand.
And
The more you predict the right things, the more you get this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these
So
these cards disappear way too fast.
I kind of don't understand why I have to unlock certain
Okay.
cards.
Now I see my halftime results.
Already unlocked. So for example,
Score.
I earned 500
PS
Show the-
experience
where I
points.
unlock
I have no
current
idea
round
where they
cards
came from
for, players
or if that's good.
regarding the weapon usage. So could I unlock those
There's just-
weapon cards
There's just like
by
no
making
information
right
from me on this
clicks,
screen. This
regarding
tells
yeah.
me nothing.
and weapon choice like the
I got
characters
a
using,
reward, a rare card pack.
Tech 9 or these things.
I have no idea what this card pack is, what I can do with it.
Still
Okay.
This goes for the
So now I got some new cards that I can pick.
Yes,
I
here
think.
and shows that it affects somehow. Sure.
Do
Do these have like
right through to the playoffs? That's going to be exciting.
different
Oh, right now, I don't know.
effects,
It's great
different
first half.
sizes?
And now ENCE are going to play CT and I can still pick
Quite in the grave yet.
Yeah, I don't really.
player to plant the bomb.
Seems a bit silly
I
that
don't
you
know
don't
why.
have all these different options here. Would be better just to maybe have a single
And again,
cheer
the
button,
bomb
but
diffuse
I don't know.
gives me
Not
as
really a
much
fan of the
points
system in general.
as a headshot. So that's doesn't seem like a good
What
bet.
is going on in here? People in the virtual crowd are going crazy.
One thing is that if there are certain cards which I want to unlock, there could be like a system where I could
Also not a fan of this like simulated crowd
I
voices.
don't know why I can
Those cards
pick
would
the
be unlocked.
USP
Takes
kill
again
for some players,
concentration from
but
the
not
game.
for all.
that would actually
Right.
Because of course the
play this, of
CTs are
course,
going
I
to play with
want
the
to
USP, so I would
Be
like
as
to
much
pick the
concentrated
USP
on the game as
kills.
possible. So everything that takes the attention away from the game is not that good.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick the headshots because that's the obvious
Okay,
second
again,
choice.
I have no reason to change these cards. Like, this seems just as good as this. I don't know. Esports is
And even on the
so
dead cards, I
unpredictable
can
in
take
these small
bomb
types
explode
of
win,
things,
even
like
though
team plants 3 or more opponents
they are
this
now
round.
playing on CT side.
Like,
So I don't know why I have the option to pick this card. It's just like,
I don't know.
is it some kind of trap? That
At
am
least
I
for me,
stupid
it's
enough to
really
pick
hard
this?
like,
I think
think of
that's
this stuff.
useless.
Like, what are the chances of that happening? Maybe if I could see the equipment on the players before starting the run, that might help somehow. Like now, at the moment for Vitality, when they are having a save round, of course they want to flash
Okay,
3
so
people because they don't have any flashes.
wondering like
So,
how is
okay,
this
why did I?
different
Yeah.
from
Well, the guys actually
Blood is my
bought some different pistols,
Became cards.
so
I think it's just
maybe I should have known that.
what?
You see Alu, I think. Alu just playing cleverly at the corner. It's he takes down two. Just like that. He hasn't even reloaded yet. He just wants that. He's got 3 bullets left without a reload.
I don't really feel like playing this.
That looked absolutely
I would rather follow the game and see which cards are correct.
What an intense way to get the second half started.
The two Ents players are out of position. Lexi's going to have to play the Benson Hollows fight.
Now I have already 17 cheer points. I don't know if I should try to save them. Or
I keep finding myself
I'm gonna try
wanting to
one
press
on everything.
scoreboard button where I could see more details about each player, but
A little bit of jumping. The ball is planted for him. Otherwise, this would pretty much be unwinnable. But now it still might be. Oh, and they even have a smoke as well. He's going to have to just guess it. He's got no health at all. If they guess right through the smoke, he's done. He's thinking about it. A little bit of a chance there, doing the damage. Now they're body blocking it. A bit of a bodyguard situation. And Alu will finally take him down. And it will be.
So now Allu got at least 2 and a defuse, so I think I should get pretty much points from that.
okay, all cards in the player card stacks are always in play. So what? Okay, so it's not a card.
Still got
So
more
what does
points
this
from a
mean?
double kill from Allu, even though I didn't have that card picked, than the 2
So now
USP
give me
kills, and
more
I have
points,
picked the
or-
USP kill as a booster.
I don't know.
So I don't know why.
That makes sense to me.
I don't know why. Okay, so now after the pistol I have to change all of these player cards, which is gonna take me a lot of time. And again, the easiest thing is to put the ball on headshot. I think there should be
So okay, so now
maybe more options than just the pistol kills. Because like 10 points from a dual Beretta kill, that's just not a bet that anyone will make. It's like, okay, and now seems like I accidentally clicked to the round to start. So,
is that this is probably downloadable sports. Access doesn't want like sure. App even on the phone. Because this could be something that would be from the play on your phone, train or something like that. Where the headshot TV, the headshot TV counterpart is on the famous browser edition.
well, at least the crowd is silent. Okay, just as I said that, again the crowd is shouting, even though nothing's really happening in the round. They're just kind of living their own life. I find it really annoying that the crowd's just like randomly cheering without anything happening in the game.
All cards in player card stacks always show that picture. So what is the point of choosing? Don't understand.
NBK with the MP5 taking down X7. That leaves Alu in a 1 versus 3. He's going to pick up 1 kill, but not checking the corner just yet. And he's going to get double time there. NBK to get the kill, but Alex would have been there otherwise as well. So
The card level doesn't have any gravity. So when I
So the player cards are still, I only have options for like pistol kills. That's useless.
most likely,
So it's pretty much a double kill or a headshot are the two options that kind of takes the interest out from choosing the player cards.
low level of attention. Yeah, you are watching the match. After the rounds, you can change your preferences. As we can see here,
then
we have some card
bet
choices which
cards.
are quite consistent on giving
It's
you
just getting
a lot of
too
points.
tiring to try and
So,
choose them every time,
if you want players,
especially when I don't know which ones are for one round and which ones are for the whole game.
Something more added.
Sahekortti tulemaan siinä menee tuon reilu viikko, sanoo tuveriksi.
It's in the game.
Okay, so now I took away the total domination card and I can't choose it again, I think. Okay, so I screwed that one up. I had no idea that if I would change it to match winner, I could not pick it again. So that's weird.
So is this okay among fans? This I didn't say it in the beginning, but there was an explanation.
Okay, I couldn't pick the ADR. I can pick that the team ends have an average
cheer points.
team of 80 or 80,
Just click them somewhere.
and the card doesn't say anything that I can't pick it anymore. It should have some kind of, like, it should be crossed out or something that I would know that I can't pick this card. Just
Okay. This is like card sharing things.
okay, now I'm gonna try to remember that this middle card is for the round card, and that when the enemy gets an eco, I'm gonna try to pick this dominant round card. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Now for some reason I can't pick the bomb explode win, which I have no idea why not. I can still pick the bomb diffuse win even though my team is playing on the terrorist side, so
It's like I'm seeing this game for the first time.
that's just dumb.
Okay, so that's that. This leaderboard should. Okay, so it's top ends fans.
Still,
Okay. So I sucked. Okay, next round in.
I can play close half. Score at halftime is 8-7, and the halftime already went.
New level reach. Get rewards.
So I don't know why this card is still here.
All stuff. Okay. So this is only for ends. So these cards are ends, like with a. Yes. So if I just always choose ends when I'm.
So Allu has a big lead in the frags. So now I changed Allu to be the frag leader, and that one I can still change for some reason, even though it seems like some of the cards I can't change anymore. But probably at some time that one will lock also.
So just some card feedback now.
I would like some information about at which times I can't pick a certain card anymore.
Maybe have been having with since
Okay,
they can
so
take one card.
you wanna handle
Especially yes,
Can you explain your own words how product comes to someone who might not have played before? Well, the introduction definitely could be better, but of course that's something. might not be taken into consideration in this early stage of the development. But
I use a lot of points for the
you
cheer.
definitely, of course, have to be interested in
And
esports.
okay, the crowd
Specifically
just went
CS:GO.
crazy.
I think that this will
For a while,
other games also.
that gave me nothing.
But yeah, it might work. Totally depends on
basically
how invested the person is in esports, like how interested. Betting is like a betting game, basically.
is that there are timeouts
Not a your decision because in regards for the next bet.
how they will be
Well, I just thought that what would be the most probable
likelihood if there's
succeeding. So I just went with that.
pause technical
But
difficulties during the match.
yeah, as I told you many times during the gameplay, I didn't really understand the player cards.
Or if the
That's
match
why
is
they were all active at the same time.
cancelled in the middle of the game has to be
They were
stopped,
carded
which is
wise.
really
And the headshot
probably won't be happening.
seemed pretty fishy.
Will I be given the
One of
points
my favorite moment early they were so much
or
so when I got many of the cards active at the same time, that like filled me with the feeling of like success, like I did something right. So that was definitely like a good feeling during the game when multiple cards activated at the same moment and I could see my score
okay,
go up
continue.
significantly.
So now
Who would you recommend to come and think of the idol version? Because I guess anyone who watches esports actively and yeah, might be like
okay.
good for. I think we could have like these groups.
At this point of the game, I'm
for
just
example,
like
my friends to that
Okay.
group, and then we could like
done changing the cards.
Oh, okay,
Just
so it's
get
the
records
records.
score.
I would just like to watch the game,
That's definitely something that would be nice.
silence the crowd.
How lucky
Okay,
you
so
are
all in
to use
all,
this game for watching CS:GO
I think this
videos.
is
How is your experience?
for esports.
Well, if I'm like watching a match that I'm really interested in, I feel like
Actually enjoyed
managing the cards and stuff like that during the game
it was a good idea,
take my
a good prototype.
attention away from the game too much. So
To perform like
Let's say that betting on so many different
Maybe
things
if you could
is
somehow
way
implement
too
that,
complicated that you could
most of
keep
the
up with it
meaningful
for the whole
choices
game.
are made before the match.
I think much better would be to just have like a
Definitely get rid of the
few
whole
very simple bets to set before every round and a few
and, yeah.
maybe a little bit more complicated
It is
bets
like
that you can
apps
set
also
before
that
the
watching
game
it
and that
videos
locks
and then
for the whole game
like
or for the whole
for
half.
example, getting the scoreboard open on any time.
That would be much more clear to use.
I think you would spend
so-
money on a coin just to show what it feels like monthly.
how I
A
see
game like this, I don't feel
quite
like
easy.
I'm spending any money at the moment.
The product.
Of course, when
How of the game. It's not overly
when I
complicated.
could see the possible gear prices
You are
from
used
there,
to
it
using
might
if
motivate
you're used
me
to gaming
to spend some money,
used to using
like
for instance,
€5 a month or
you
something.
shouldn't have hard time.
Definitely not that much, but I'm quite certain that there are a lot of people that would be ready to
So
spend
yeah, I
money.
think it's fairly
This seems like a really actually a
Of course,
good format, like a new format. I haven't seen anything
I
like
don't
this
know
before.
This line here on the bottom of my screen, I thought it was representing the people that are
Dream team or
on
something.
either
there,
side.
they get points from
Now I
that.
see
At
that
least it
Hens
seems
has
to be popular.
1,900
Like, these
fans
also
or something like that,
games themselves
and
are
Vitality has
booming
3,100, and still
that
it seems to be even, this line here, that
they
it's
are
like 50-50.
definitely confused about
I don't
playing
understand
cards.
what this is,
Evo
why.
cards. All of them cards in the stack.
What is
So,
it supposed to
At the
be?
same time, what was the
Card
point
picking
of choosing one of them?
was mostly based on
Okay, now my fans
And,
are
decision making.
Yeah,
cheering,
as I said many times,
and the
cheering
meter
thing
went
My experience was
is
right.
pretty useless to me. There's no need to have that there. Did you have a least favorite moment? Why?
Now I have 7,000.
Yeah,
I
my
just
favorite
have
card is the one
Well,
1,000.
during the rounds that I
I
didn't get any cards active.
I have no idea why.
That was, of course,
very responsive thing to damage things because it was really great in my mind because you can really stack up some points with it.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know.
Easy overcome.
Not really
Was like
bad moments.
favorite moment to play. Okay, so one thing which I really enjoyed was the Fox. The card system.
Top 3
And bet improvement was really
get rid of the cheering system.
see.
The possibility to open the scoreboard at any time. Okay, you could see detail of player stats like ADR, KD ratio, because
Big draw card.
money. Equipment at the moment.
Okay, number 5.
Definitely nice. And for the third,
Me, somebody who enjoys CSGO, I think enjoys watching it.
the possibility
Maybe
to
actually
change
someone
the
who
cards
really enjoys the team.
before the next round, like during the round for the next round.
Sports for money.
Change the cards at that point also. But the one feature that games miss, which would you be your
I
favorite?
think this is great for a person who likes betting.
The scoreboard, definitely. That would be
And
my
I think this is
number
great
one
because
feature at the moment. And after
well, I
that,
don't know
remove
this
the
is
cheers
it's just
at full screen.
This kind of makes it exhausting to watch the game because you have so many different options,
Okay.
and I think in a real game so little time to pick them,
during my day.
Thank you for this.
and the rewards of picking the correct things are really small. So it just makes you want to forget about the game and watch the game.
Kyllä.
Hyvä. Hyvä.
How much are you? How much are you used to skate for exercise?
I
Okay,
really like to mute
I think this is better than the TV.
crowd noise.
If there would be expenditure of everything HLTV has. It's a store for using. Yeah, so still going back to your questions. The HLTV is able to register and because there is the questions are good. Okay, so this is really transfer for the 5. So I don't think I would be quite ready to actually pay for any of the cards. I don't think that. Well, if the cards allow me to, I won't be ready to pay from few cents, maybe maximum of few euros on the cards. A monthly amount I would spend, we are probably talking less than 20 euros. Yeah, I would say. For cards. Number 8, we were looking when I started using it, of course, there are some things you don't so I guess all has to start, so no likes, more comments, maybe stuff like that. So people get to know Number 9, do you have a least favorite moment and why? Not really.
Plenty of time it seems for least favorite. sub 30 seconds.
I don't really think I just think the US would be
Just waiting
better.
thinking about it.
Why does
Peek
the
it, but
Republic
instead
is
it's
actually
going to
watching
be
the
charge
round?
at that, but the Krieg
Where
just
people,
takes him down.
if
Sergey needs to get the kill, and he did. Now the shot on NBK, no problem there for X7. That's a nice cleanup, and Ents now getting real close to winning the first map.
I like this Ents defense there because like as the rounds go on, as
No,
the
then
Ents
what
take
would
over
you
round time, which
what would
Vitality is
you
happy to let him do, obviously.
you put
You can see
existing
Ents when they're
features
rotating in,
because
they're all feeling decentralized.
that
Inside
like
the
when
box,
with the crowd,
as well. He's in a position in those late round scenarios where they can help each other
maybe
out,
adjust
getting,
how you
you know,
unlock the card
disorganized or
cards.
miscommunicated so that they're all spread out and individual fights are taken.
And some classes for the cards, the fan card features for good use. Good design.
Classic Molotov
Also
there to
some
prevent the
this
smoke from going up. Yeah, what's the result?
it's good for
Alex
cards.
still going to try and cross the road
Maybe
around the
also
ways.
oh,
Never do that.
on some
I'm
classes
trying to save my cheer points. If there's something that I can do with them after the game, maybe.
Once again, coming back to every like I get to grab out. I'll just
They're not just sort of building a
oh,
bunch of rounds
it's
together, they're also building a pretty good economy and they're keeping vitalities low.
adjusting the actual size of the
This round,
stream.
they at least have something to work with, but it's starting to get rough now.
So
I was gonna say, as soon as you mentioned that it was like 11 to 10, it was a good game, back and forth, they were running away with it.
things work doesn't do it for me. Thank you.
They really did, didn't they? But it looks like Alex already vested up there at the T roof. That's usually where you want to end up if you're going to be throwing Molotovs into the puck.
Joo, kovasti. Tämä oli ihan kiva. Kiva ja hyvä. Olen musta. Joo, ehdottomasti se on tosi. Joo, mä mietinkin vähän, että siitä tulee varmaan semmoinen. Joo, näinhän se on justiinsa, mutta en mulla se autossa. Joo, just se. Joo, tässä vaan se häipä sellaisen paikassa.
Mentioned it a couple of seconds ago, and XCB down to 8 health. That's not exactly great, but look at the backup, and Alu will take down RPK, so that's a huge difference. They try and chase him down the Molotov. Oh, Cyber, we can't do anything about it. Alu somehow miraculously gets away.
Molotov stops and they pull. Alex is going to have a lot of space to work with. This is right from Sergey, who has nothing to do with this fight now. Back off. All three players from Vitality meeting up in towards ramp room, but what a tough decision. You've got Sergey with the AK behind you. You've got Alu with the AWP at the B bomb site. I'm not sure where exactly he is. Alu can do so much damage. First shot is his. The flick not in. The follow up, nope, nothing. But he's still alive, and somehow all the attention is on Alu. And it's a heroic effort just for him to live that long. And it's put Cyber in an impossible situation. A 15th round for Ensign. 5 chances to take the opening map.
And Ents really making the most out of the fact that some of those players managed to live and escape the first fight, just staying alive down there. Alu, big task on him when he came out way on top. 24 kills on him right now, 22 on Alex. Those are leading the charge 15 to 10. Ents just in one more round. Wow, that's a great way to begin. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alex has looked very crisp. He's done some very, very nice things for Vitality. Just unfortunately, this T side falling a little bit flat. Even though, despite I think it's this is one of those games that feels like it's a little bit closer, just because it feels like Vitality have had so many good opportunities, they're not able to close them out. For Alu there in that round, the jumping shot, NBK is going to open things up with an entry. That's a problem.
Warriors again having a bunch of really tough beginnings. They in the corner. LXCB is he going to be able to win this fight? Even if the smoke clears, there's so many people on the other side, it seems unlikely. And he's not going to know just how close they are. Smoke fades, and now he's going to see they group up in front of him, and he gets 2 big kills. Is that enough to make a difference? It's still a 2-on-3 right now. Look at Aljo coming back up. They're not even checking for him. That's the bomb down. Alex, unaware that someone could have been in garage, and now they've got a great crossfire here. This could work out. X7 and Alu.
Vitality gets out of this one. You're going to have to rely on NBK. You can see Zywu just being patient and seeking. NBK telling him to wait, but if he runs too long, they have no idea X7 is here. There's the turn, and NBK can't handle it. Now, just Zywu. Flashbang, going to miss it. Smart, but Alu's not. 16-10. First map of the best of 3 series goes to Nets.
Yeah, that was incredibly well done. What a run towards the end of this game. What, 6 rounds in a row just to close it out. That was, really impressive.
Yeah.
Alu playing a great game and Alex on the other side doing the same. That was an exciting match.
Yeah, as I said, they take home court, they take their map pick. I think this sets
I
up
got
a
some
really
rewards.
exciting match that Jessica also mentioned, but either way, we're gonna head to a break. When we come back,
No idea what I'm gonna do with this. I think the product is a little bit confusing, at least at the first time. There's really too many options. The picking of the cards is too complicated. There's well, I was trying to pick like cards that seemed to be, there was really some obvious choices that if you get the same points of one man planting the bomb or the same guy having a headshot, I'm gonna pick the headshot every time. So yeah, that's kind of the answer to the next one too. So yeah, the headshot cards was kind of the easiest one to pick and seemed like the obvious choices. Yeah, well, my favorite moments was when my team was winning, of course. I'd recommend it would be someone who's like pretty deep into esports. You have to have watched a lot of Counter-Strike, played it yourself too, I think. Someone who is just like watching some games, I don't think they would enjoy it. I don't think I would use this one. I think it kind of takes the joy out of watching the game more than brings anything into it. Kind of a heavy experience. And no, I don't think I would spend money to acquire better cards. Yeah, I was confused a few times about picking the cards. I didn't know which cards I can pick for how long. In picking the cards that were about halftime scores or the whole game scores, I didn't know when I can pick some cards and when I could not pick them anymore. And then picking the player cards, even though I knew who is who, I would still like to have the players' names on the card and not just the picture. Yeah, my least favorite moment is the crowd cheering, which was pretty constant and kind of disruptive of watching the game. So I would silence the crowd, make picking the cards easier, make less to pick, have the halftime and whole games picks locked at that you would have to lock them before the game starts and you couldn't change them after that, and that would be like clearly indicated at the game that these choices are locked now and you can't change them, which would also make it easier to pick the round by round cards, because you would see that okay, these choices are still open. And yeah, it kind of answers the last question also. Alright, eiköhän tullut valmista.
Joo.
Vihdoin.
Joo, nyt pääsee katsomaan matsia.